Well, LCS Lock-In has officially begun. The new season, the 10th season of the LCS is here. And I'm joined right now by Huhi from 100 Thieves to discuss their first day. So you guys are one of the only teams that have your full roster, and you're the only team that has that has the same roster as before. So talk to me a little bit. I mean, what was it like this offseason as everybody else was changing their roster and you guys were like, maybe Tenacity will play sometimes.
I mean, it was definitely like interesting to see like all the changes of the other teams. But I do think like we also did make like an interesting change of like trying to go for a six-man roster with Tenacity. So I think like it was fun to watch other changes, but we also had our new stuff to figure it out. I think we're still trying to figure out to optimize it the best, but it's been going pretty well with Tenacity as well. So I'm pretty excited for him
Well,
as well.
I was going to ask about that. It doesn't feel like you guys are running your six-man roster yet because we've seen Someday playing. So how confident should we be, and Tenacity 100 Thief fans, that we'll be able to see the other part of the six-man roster playing?
I think it will be 100% that he will be playing. I
In
think,
lock-in?
yeah, I think so. I think it will really depend on how Reapers views the game. But I think lock-in is also like a kind of a warm-up before going LCS. So I don't see why Tenacity won't play at least like half or like a little less game.
Yeah. I mean, it's for you guys. I know you're saying that this is a warm up, but is there a lot of pressure right now to win this because you guys are like the heavy favorites? Reigning champions, only team that doesn't have some sort of visa issue or a brand new lineup of players. So, do you guys have a lot of expectation that you're going to win this?
Yeah, I think we definitely have expectation on ourselves that we are also the favorites and that we want to win this lock-in tournament. Um, yeah, I think that also definitely gives us a little more pressure than before because before we were like I will say the same mindset that we will win the whole thing, but like we were most of the times the underdogs. But nowadays, since we are the coming back champions, a lot of people are expecting us to win, so we do have that extra pressure.
Are there any teams in this tournament that you think could actually contest you?
Um, yeah, I do think Team Liquid are still pretty good without their full roster because they're nearly almost close to their roster. I think they're still pretty strong, even with the visa issue that they're having. And yeah, I think EG is also a strong team. I think C9 is also a decent team as well. So I think those three teams are definitely like gonna be a challenge to us as well.
You think C9 decent even with the like crazy roster that they have?
Um, yeah, I think their power are gonna be like similar or like a little less. I still think they're like a decent team.
Yeah. Do you think that the 100 Thieves team right now, you guys are rusty at all compared to last year? Like, are you feeling it? You're like, oh man, we are not as good as we were in the fall, or do you feel like you guys are basically right back where you were before?
I will. I think I can confidently say that we're definitely rusty. Just because the practice and all those things weren't like as clean. Because of like the COVID and like all the visa. Grouped up late, and even though we came to LA or like going to Korea boot camp, like some people came late because of the COVID statement, and coming back to LA and having this practice starts again, we had to like play a few days on remote, and it didn't really feel like we were gonna start the season. So like everyone's mindset wasn't like ready, and we were playing really loosely, which was really bad. And I think we're trying as this match day started, everyone kind of felt the reality. And I think we're gonna improve a lot from here and now.
There's some fans who are sort of looking at the lock-in tournament right now and saying like, why is this even a thing? Like either it should just start with the LCS or they should have just delayed the start of the season, a couple of weeks and have it start at the end of January or beginning of February. What do you think of lock-in? Are you happy that it's here? Would you have rather the season started a couple of weeks late? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the same shoes where I would rather want like the LCS to start earlier or like to just start later on with all the teams here. Um, but yeah, since I don't really have a choice, we're just trying to win all the games that we're playing. Uh, at this point, we're just trying to stay positive, and even though we're rusty, we're just viewing this lock-in tournament as like a practice games that we can learn stuff a lot faster and a lot more seriously compared to scrims. And we're just trying to improve and get ready for LCS.
Okay, I have to ask, is that the new 100 Thieves jersey that you're wearing? Or is this,
Yeah,
what is the, so you guys now have a collar on it. I have not seen
yeah.
this. Maybe there was a video that you guys revealed it, or maybe you put it on Twitter, but this is like, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen in my decade of League Esports a collared jersey. This is really interesting.
Yeah, it's my first time wearing it too. But I think I saw like LCK teams doing it before.
Oh, that's
But
true.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
in
there's definitely been
LCS, I
LCK
think we're the
teams.
first one.
Yeah.
So it's
How are you
pretty
feeling about
different.
it?
I like it a lot. I actually like it compared to the last one we had because like every jersey looks pretty much the same, but like just different color before. And I feel like even though it's a color, I think the material also is different with other jerseys. So it kind of adds like a new jersey compared to other teams. So I
Yeah.
like it.
No, it's super cool. Is it jersey material or what is it? Is it more like a shirt
It's like
material?
yeah, it's like more like a shirt or like
Okay.
a normal like collar shirt material. So it
Gotcha. Okay.
feels pretty nice.
Well, I had to ask, and I feel like if I'm going to ask anybody a question about their jersey, I feel like 100 Thieves player is the one to ask it. Um, really good. Well, hey, is there anything that you would like to say to any of the fans now that you're my first interview of the year? So anything
damn.
you want to say to anybody out there as they're tuning back into the LCS and lock-in, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, definitely thank you for all the fans to support us. I think we are also getting a lot of I don't know, like favorite to win the championship. So we will do our best to keep that work going. And yeah, we will work even harder than last split and make you guys proud again.
Very good. Well, again, thank you so much, Huhi, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Well, well, well. You thought I wouldn't make it into 2022 and still be doing these interviews. Some of you said I was done. I was a has-been. I was washed. But guess what? I'm still here. And you know what else I'm still doing? Touting Alienware. That's right. They are continuing to do awesome stuff, and they just announced a bunch of great stuff at CES a couple weeks ago, including a new notebook, 34-inch OLED, some new monitors, some cool concepts that we'll have to see when or how those end up coming out. But either way, please check out Alienware. They support everything we do here. Love them as a sponsor, and there's a link in the description.